Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 2:26 p.m. I got up, I guess I got up about the same time as I normally do. I got up at like 11:30. I had a meeting at 12, but then the people who made the meeting in my group forgot, and so I had a meeting at 12:30, and that was fun. It's group project season once again, which means that I have to, it's easier this time around to be more available because no, basically nobody ever wants to meet at 3 in the morning, right? And so I had this big block of time where I was unavailable for meetings in the last semesters, like from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. because I was not getting up that early. But now I can be like, yeah, I can do noon. Yeah, I can do 11 a.m. Sure, why not? I can wake up. Anyway, how you doing? My sleep patterns, maybe not the. Hello, my mouse. Ah, there it is. It was my. I didn't have a mouse. That was weird. Didn't have a cursor on Monster Train. Anyway, I'm doing well though. Hope you're doing well as well. Well as well. It's Monster Train. I put out 3 videos yesterday, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to put out 3 today. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. It's today. I'm thinking about time. What I've been doing, one more thing on the works that did not go out yesterday. I'm playing a run of Darkest Dungeon 2. I'm like 2/3 of the way or 3/4 of the way through it. They released an update, and I wanted to play it as soon as the update came out, but I didn't know they released an update because they didn't put information out about it anywhere. The only way that I knew was because Darkest Dungeon 2 had an update on the Epic Store. Basically, they put the update into the experimental branch, put out the patch notes, and then never said, hey guys, it's going live. Which is very strange to me. But anyway. Yeah, a lot of hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to keep the pace, but I'm hoping to keep up on putting out 3 or even 4 videos a day for a little bit. I've just felt inspired lately. I want to put out more content, so I'm working on it. Anyway, let me ask you a question today and let's get rolling, shall we? I want to ask, now that this is being recorded on February 1st, I want to ask, how are your New Year's resolutions going if you made one? If you didn't make one, I don't know, tell me how the weather is. You getting this horrible storm in the North America area? Maybe. I am. Or I'm going to anyway. But yeah, how's your New Year's resolution going is my main question. I'm doing alright. I'm still drinking soda. If you remember, I made the resolution actually in an episode of Monster Train. I was like, fuck it, let's make a resolution right now. I'm gonna drink less soda. I'm still drinking some, but I've definitely cut back. Not by a ton, but it's a step in the right direction, right? It's progress. So I'm not doing too bad. How's yours going if you made one? Hope you're doing not too bad as well. Let's play Monster Train. Exile Stygian, Hellhorned, Ice Tornado, Welder Helper, Urchin Spines, Plating Seal, Daedalus, Ragefell, Chase, Seraph. Let's go. And by let's go, I mean I need to pause because I need to clear my throat. I'll be right back. Alright, now let's get it. It's a Soul Guard day. Light's Gift is an interesting question mark because I don't know if I am Cold Channel here. I started with Welder Helper. I think I'm going to skip Light's Gift because I want to keep the option of Cold Channel open. So I'm going to take Rationing Seals because if I get shown Cold Channel here, I take it for sure. Nice. We have Welder Helper, we have Cold Channel. It's a great combination. And Rationing Scales means I play aggro. Because I can't die in this first combat, basically. Let's put that hypothesis to the test. I'm pretty sure, unless I play no cards, I will always live this combat. I think it's impossible to die from 50 HP while playing the game. Right? Like maybe if I don't play the game. But I am planning on playing cards. Just a few. Starting with Ice Tornado foregone power is a little sad, to be honest with you. And the Welder Helper dies. Big torch here. Yeah, it's all good. A nice first fight. The limitation of 50 HP will be a little bit sad. Keeping that guy alive is actually maybe useful. 20 times 3. This is just a kill. Yeah. Like, I did that math, and then I did it again, and I went, oh yeah, that does just do 180, doesn't it? Huh. Cool. I'll take Crypt Builder. We have foregone power. I think Hidden Passage is fine. I think Hidden Passage is fine. If nothing else, it's a 1 energy and can't. Can I play my whole run around Soul Guard? Probably not. Let's go look at a Stygian banner here. I have a lot of money. Siren of the Sea? Yeah. See what the magic shop shows me in terms of, like, what do I want double stack? I could double stack Urchin Spines, perhaps. Let's check the temple first. Spell Chain? Could maybe Spell Chain Crypt Builder. I don't really feel like it makes a lot of sense to do so. Take on -1 for Ice Tornado. I'm good to reroll. I don't hate it. I don't really know if it's worth it to make Ice Tornado 1 cost, but yeah, why not? I have the money to spend. I may as well take the slight increase in power. And I kind of want to, and will in fact, take 10 pack shards to purge a foregone power here. That seems like a fine investment. And let's roll. Real quick, I want to check. My monster train did go up yesterday. Great news. Just checking because it did just roll over past 2:30. Make sure I set everything to upload properly. I did, if you're wondering. I mean, you know this because you probably saw the video. If I were to guess, if you're watching today's monster train, you probably saw yesterday's monster train as well. My long term for this run is going to be armor, soul guard, plus a siren to support. Siren helps out, gives a little incant value. Shout out Urchin Spines. And again, damage I take doesn't really matter because I heal it back. Rationing scales. It's a strange one. I think I should play Torch first, but I played this in this manner to... Yeah, like I played it to guarantee nothing. I don't really know why I played it like that. Like looking at it now, not really sure why I did it that way, but I did it that way. Maybe actually better to play Crypt Builder because the Ice Tornado is guaranteed, but just draw it again, I guess. It's all fine. I'm not giving a whole lot of thought or respect to the early game with rationing scales. Slam every trial, don't think. Offering token, free incant, seems good. Also targeted discard. Welder Helper, yeah. Offering Monument. This could be a front load the whole deck sort of idea with Offering Monument. Cycle through. I don't know how good it is though. It's probably fine. Yeah, like Offering Monument's usually not bad. I can take energy from Daedalus. Go look for multi-strike here. Endless for a Welder Helper is fine. Check the artifact. Railhammer's cool. And then Endless a Welder Helper up. I was thinking I might do Self-Infused Welder Helper, but that seems like a bad investment because it's going to become harder to kill the Welder Helper. So, maybe not. 25 puts me to 180, and then the reroll puts me to 120. I don't think I want to give... Actually, I could plus 25 to the Offering Monument, yeah. So I should have looked at the Hellhorned banner first, but you're not going to offer me a Hellhorned unit I'm picking here. No way. Take the Offering Monument up to 90, perhaps. This seems fine. 90 HP, that thing's very beefy. Paying health for an artifact is free. All of this health comes back. Oh my god, it's Gurg's Goad. Oh my god, it's Gurg's Goad. Oh. Oh. How unbelievable. I mean, maybe I take this to hedge my bets, because there's a world where I see Apex Imp, and if I see Apex Imp, I auto-win. By taking Gurg's Goad, I just give him Incant Armor 2 and win the game for free. It's 25 gold to cover my bases, basically. I could even go so far as to just play Horned Warrior and throw an Incant effect on him. Something like that. Like throw a +1/+1 Incant on him. Not great, mind you, but with Gurg's Goad, it's a little more tempting. We'll see. I think it's fine to just cover the base, take the Gurg's Goad, cover any sort of crazy high rolls. It's, on average, it's probably worth it to take the 25 gold, but sometimes I high roll, and I want to high roll. I want to high roll. Yeah. It's like this. And then I throw the Welder Helper away. I want to play him, but I want to cycle the deck with Offering Monument first. And this deck might benefit from me playing Space as well, so I can have the Offering Monument and the Welder Helper. Took me a second, but I got there. Because yeah, it's going to take a while. Ooh, and in fact, it's rather bad here that I can't play Welder Helper. Yeah, this is rather not good. That's interesting. I don't have the energy to make good use out of the Offering Monument right now. I might need to replay this upon further investigation. Because my Soul Guard's just about to die. I can ascend the Apprentice. I might be able to win it off of my spells plus Siren of the Sea, basically, is what I'm thinking here. What's my draw? It's Crypt Builder, Foregone Power, Torch. Okay, I'm gonna go for the kill. I can get it. I can get it. I didn't get it. Hilarious. It's fine. I think it's okay. I'm pretty sure the Siren, I can incant her enough that she'll win, plus I can play the endless Welder Helper after this more efficiently. I'm gonna slam the Ice Tornado down even. Yeah. It's a rather interesting position we find ourselves in. The Offering Monument lives for too long. I should have torched the backline. Should have torched the 5-1. Okay. Now we play Welder Helper. Hoping to draw a torch there. I guess no torches. There it is. And then I get another Welder Helper next turn. I'm probably dead. Based on a cursory glance, I'm a little more than probably dead. But if I draw Hidden Passage, no. 476. Alright, let me replay this. I messed up. That's all there is to say. And I want to play this run out because it's exciting. And I realized it gave him too much HP. So what's the edit here? It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to play Soul Guard. And I'm going to play the Welder Helper. I assumed that the totem was going to die faster than it did, and I was wrong. I assumed that because I assumed I was going to have a lot of draw, but I didn't have as much draw as I expected. And at the end of the day, if I just play at the standard rate here, right, I just play the Welder Helper every turn or so, I should be fine. Right, you play Welder Helper, I just ignore the heavies, more or less, because the damage they do isn't going to threaten me, and now I get actual Frostbite on Daedalus to win off of, plus a lot of armor. Made a bit of an error, but hey, it's fine. It happens. I'm tempted to take Space now, so that I can play Welder Helper and Offering Monument, because together, these are gonna be pretty formidable, really. Because I'll be able to play Welder Helper, torch him, play another spell, play Welder Helper with the Offering Monument there. Which should be very good, I hypothesize. Yeah, give me the Crypt Builder play. We actually kill everything. Should just take the incant. There's no reason not to. 7 rounds. If I throw a Train Steward down, yeah, we actually kill the Protector, which is pretty wild. Yeah. I think that in hindsight here, and obviously this is with hindsight knowing that I get the totem, right? But in hindsight, making my torches cost 0 would be the better play at that magic shop. However, I think I have a magic shop coming up that I can do that at. It's Ice Empire, it's not Hoarfrost Effigy. It's Ice Empire or nothing. Yeah, no high roll for Gurg's Goad, but it was a fun idea. Temple in the next ring. I'm down to grab Siren of the Sea for the self-infuse. And I'm going to pick space first, and then energy at that. We're going to go left here. I'm going to remove the units, which are Train Stewards. Check the Stygian banner. The shark gives so much armor. It's interesting because you could make a case for the shark infusion being better on Siren of the Sea, because we just want bosses to die to Frostbite, but I think I should be fine. I'll get an incant armor too from a shop and it'll be similar. Pull over -1 torch is a real option here that I could play. I have to think about it a bit. Every 5 spells I cast, so every 25 health counts as 20 basically. So what is it? It's 90 divided by 5, which is 18. You get 18 casts, so he would get 18 extra health, so he's effectively at 108 health, which would mean that if I infuse Siren of the Sea on Offering Monument, I get 3 more cards out of it. Maybe 4. 4 more cards. I don't want that. But it's worth looking at. We're worth making a note of. So let's do this crazy idea here of -1 holdover torch. And I've played a run that looks like this before. What we do is we duplicate the Offering Monument and we cycle the whole deck after the first one dies and we get another one. And I prioritize, after this, I prioritize going to the magic shops and making cards free. Heaven's Seal is a little bit scary, because my damage output is not very high, and what I'm relying on here is the enemies to walk up to Pyre and only get 1 hit in, basically. I don't want to pay 1 energy for a drop that I can't play. It was Train Steward, but still. It would be nice if I had some way to kill this Quill Marksman. I would prefer my Soul Guard didn't take 30 heroes off, but I guess it's fine, really. Okay, so you play Welder Helper, you torch him, and then I play another spell, and then I play Welder Helper again. Is that bad? That might be bad. Yeah, let me look at it. And then I play Torch. I guess it's good because I have other torches, right? Like I can kill again here. But I don't want to draw another time. I have to keep in mind that I can't draw now. This is extremely strange and plays not how I would expect. I'm gonna lose my Welder Helper here, but I'm trying to not take a trillion. Yeah. It's definitely correct. There's no way it's right to take the trillion damage I was offered to take there. This thing lasts for so long. I definitely need to make this deck cheaper overall. But it's hard to do. Could go for the Crypt Builder, but I'm losing damage overall. Plus, I'm not gonna have a great chance of hitting it. It's Torch on 9-2. I think actually, technically, it's good to leave the 9-2s alive because they give more Frostbite per HP lost on Soul Guard. Like, it's a bit of a trade-off. But boss fights should not really offer that much resistance. Because I have Frostbite stacking Soul Guard and high HP. You can also Torch Soul Guard once I'm done with the totem. It's like, okay, so in this position, this question is interesting that the game presents. Never mind, it's not that interesting anymore. Give me Guardian Stone. Wowie. That's very nice. The game presents an interesting question and then fixes it immediately. Give me a skip here, because branding right's expensive. But the question is still here, I guess. It's like, am I meant to go to the steel shop and look for multi-strike, or am I meant to go to the magic shop and look for -1s? I think I go to the steel shop because there's no steel shop for 2 rings. 2 trinket shops back to back. Pretty gross. I think I go to the steel shop here. So I get 3 gold. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Not really, but like, you know, whatever. Give me the reroll. Is it 3 gold? I'm gonna have a weird gold number, huh? Can armor 2. So like the long term of my run suffers, I fear. I have a bad outlook. Well, I could just play this as like pseudo multi-strike, but I don't know, man. It's a little weird. It's okay. I don't want to go to another steel shop anyway, so I guess we can just accept it. And we go, I will go to another steel shop though because of the duplicate lineup. It's fine. I don't want to take the boons because that puts me at 95, which is a weird number to be at for pack shards. This is definitely one where I want to be even. Yeah. I'm actually at I'm at 100 right now. Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. Oh, so it doesn't give you 3 because the game rounds up. Right? Did it give me a 0 or 5? I wasn't looking. Multi-strike helps me because all of my damage is from Soul Guard's Frostbite. And yeah, this one looks a little odd. I can get there by removing enough cards though. Yeah, in removing enough cards, I think this deck reaches its destination. Too bad about the collector. Maybe even want to remove these extra welder helpers I added in, because they kind of mess with the draws. And taking HP off of Offering Monument does matter now. They changed it so it does. This will also look a little bit better once Soul Guard gets more Frostbite. With the extra space, maybe I don't need to do the infusion. Maybe. Maybe even move off of the Welder Helper plan entirely here. A shame about Offering Monument. And my turn. Ouch. This wave not the wave that I'm looking at, this wave is the one that's rather frightening. I think that my option here is to eat the 30, 60, 90, it's 5 hits, I take 10. I think I just eat the 10. It's better than letting this Master of Light walk up uncontested. You just take the hit. And I may as well keep the incants rolling while I can. Because I have Crystal Cloak as my boss. You want to be prepared. Okay, it does die. I was a little worried that the armor wasn't going to let the Welder Helper die, but it does die. Oh yeah, and then I draw my Welder Helper on accident. After talking earlier about forgetting, or about needing to remember that. Yeah, good job. It's fine. What I should do, I guess it doesn't really matter. I should consider placing, I think I am going to keep the Guardian Stone, by the way. I think I'm not going to infuse it. I was going to infuse it into the Offering Monument, but like, this floor is strong. And with rationing skills, I can keep taking this chip damage and let it. And once we get to the point where Soul Guard, Boon to the Blacksmith is good. Once I get to the point where Soul Guard does 2 Frostbite per damage taken, I should be fine. I think I'm gonna die to mini bosses on the Divinity though. I don't know. We'll deal with that when we get there. Tiresome Climb helps a little bit anyway. And I'm going to the magic shop here. I keep having to go to these pyre remains, which is sad. Cause like, what do I do with this? It's nothing. Torch costs 0, plus 10 ice and pyre, reroll, and -1 ice and pyre. Another retrospective take I would consider here, actually probably would just do here, is I would remove Consume Urchin Spines. And Spell Chain Urchin Spines, and I get 2 plays out of it, which is cool. I'm down. I'm also gonna go... Is it money or relic? It's relic and money. I'm gonna go for a plus 10 piercing. I'm not doing the infusion, as I said. I think I'm fine like this. I'm gonna go for a plus 10 piercing on Crypt Builder. Let me go check Concealed Caverns. Build a card. Armor effect. Push, pull, descend. Could use the descend in a pinch on enemies, but I don't know. I can't. If I take descend, I can't play it on my own units. I will skip that, and we do probably money. I know it might sound a little weird to take money here, but I think it makes sense because I don't need more card draw. Go see Foul. I get 15 gold, right? 15 gold? Bitman 90? Yeah. Really weird how rationing scales works. It's like what, if you have 1 HP or 2 HP, you get the same amount of gold, I'm guessing? Very strange. Very strange. Actually just makes no difference, right? No matter what I do there, I get 2 incants, and I'm just going to play it top 4 for the incants. Armor 14. Ah, what a shame. I'm definitely playing this one... I'm definitely playing this one out the way that I am, right? That sentence doesn't make a lot of sense, but like... I'm going to commit here. I'm going to follow through. I'm going to duplicate Offering Monument. What I'm doing right now is the plan for the rest of the game. I just don't know if it works, is where we are now. I'm taking energy, I'm not taking any draw. I'm gonna use rationing scales to heal my pyre through any damage I take. And I'm gonna get rid of all the units, and we're just gonna see where we end up. Play the Train Steward and then go for the 1 and 4 here. Nice. I'm definitely starting to cycle the deck faster, which means that I can, especially once I get energy as well, I can really start to accelerate on these Offering Monuments, which is good. Because the faster I cycle the deck, the faster I get Soul Guard to a point where his Frostbite wipes out entire worlds. I hope. Almost, this is a run too where I would like to get the multi-strike trial on like every fight. Multi-strike is actively helpful for me. kill you, and then I kill you, and then I play you. I'm probably gonna draw Guardian Stone again here. Oh no, I did. This is actually pretty good. And I save my power. Now, bottom card, Guardian Stone, hate to see it. Abhor to bear witness to it. This is gonna hurt. I don't believe I die outright here because of the frostbite, right? I actually only take one hit. That's the big thing. I have the frostbite, so rounds that look really bad, I only ever end up taking one hit even. Even in the worst of times, it's not so bad. Having those Guardian Stones show up so late is a little bit detrimental, I will say. But I am going to pretend that didn't happen. That's all. I win, right? Yeah. Good stuff. All I have to do is not play Hidden Passage on path. Our boss killing is exceptional. I'm worried about the Divinity's mini bosses because I won't really be able to tank them for very long. So I'm gonna need to have a plan of action prepared. I can cheat around the fact that I didn't see multi-strike by just giving the Siren multi-strike. I have an absurd amount of armor gain, but it is very hard to pay 5 energy for 1 Hornstone. In this deck, it's very hard. I have to commit 2 of my -1s to this, which seems just like a bad investment. I'm gonna pick Reinforce as a capstone card, and we're gonna take energy and move on. I'm going to the Duplicate in the Relic. Ooh, Totem Fragment. Love to see it. Going for remove 2 Train Stewards. Higher health, I guess. I have no more magic shops, but I think that I don't need duplicates as desperately as I once felt I did. I can duplicate the Offering Monument here and not duplicate anything else, or I can duplicate Ice Empire. Or I can duplicate Ice Empire. And then I have 2 Ice Empires as my potential mini-boss slash big heavy killers. And they do kill. They do very much kill. I think it's right. I use the Offering Monument as a... Pardon me, I think it's right to go Ice Empire here. I need to increase my density of cards that kill enemies for me. Because right now, I'm losing to heavies, I fear. This +8's a little scary. But I think I have enough. There's not that many enemies that really hardcore threaten me here, I feel. Fuck them up. And play Siren of the Sea. Doesn't really matter where I place her. My big feeling here is I should not bother playing Welder Helper, and I should play Urchin Spines on the big man walking at me. Give myself the best chance of killing him. Yeah. He was gonna die to Ice Empire anyway, but I wanted to cover what if I just draw Ice Tornado as a potential issue. Now drawing the other Ice Empire here is rather frightening, and I have no Ascends left, so it's not great. This position that I'm in, not great. I feel like my best idea here is to cycle cards and try to reach... Hey, Crypt Builder works. It does 110. With 4 energy, things actually feel a lot less frightening than they did before. Like, I have the energy. The deck's starting to shape up, basically, is where I'm at. Actually, the best card to discard here is Torch. Well, you know, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I'm just calculating, right? I can guarantee the Crypt Builder, but I have to play Hidden Passage somewhere. I think it's best to play Hidden Passage on one of these Light Wings that is rather unthreatening. Even just torching him, and then we foregone power away this enemy. I have to remember, And an important piece of knowledge here is that we crunch. We absolutely crunch the boss. Our boss fighting is so good. So all I really need to think about is surviving to the boss, which I am going to do. Look for Ice Empire, but 55 and 55, I'm pretty sure if I just throw 2 foregone powers at this guy, it's 12 and 11 is 23, plus the 110 is 132, 131, hang on, 23, it's 133. This puts you, I'm off by 11 basically. So my idea wasn't that crazy, but I'm still taking the 12. And you might be thinking, why do I care? The answer is I care because what if I get a health relic? It's extremely unlikely, but what if I get a health relic here? It could happen. I draw a card here that kills. I don't draw a card here that kills. I have been extremely had. Actually, I have lethal. A real roller coaster of emotions. But like, look at this. We just demolish them. We run them over. And getting another totem at this point, I don't cycle fast enough for it to seem like a good investment, right? I would have 3 turns of an extra totem. Oh no, my welder helper. Doesn't seem that useful to me. Goodbye, boss. I'm only 26 incants on the fight. 900. Gold. Glacial Seal, no. It's a skip. Inferno's cool. Inferno's kind of cool. It's expensive though, right? My deck's already too expensive. I don't need Inferno that badly. I don't get to play it for an incant. I guess I go right. Like, the left path is very tempting. The duplicate on an Offering Monument is cool. And then I can remove the cards that are slowing the deck down to try and make it better. But I lose out on the magic shop. I could just put it all in the trinket shop. Alright, I'm talking myself into it. I have, in fact, talked myself into it. I want to get rid of... I think the cards slowing me down are Ice Tornado, too expensive, and honestly the Unendless Welder Helpers can probably get out of here. Rage doesn't decay. I'm okay. Jack Strips isn't bad, but I already have a lot of pings to take off Damage Shield. Cuddlebeard is great. Plus 3 magic power is also fine. It's a little bit, it's like, it's gonna make my torches hurt me more, but I'm okay with that. Wow, there's the freaking multi-strike I've been waiting for. Hey, fuck you, buddy. Get rid of this welder helper. Another duplicate option here would be to duplicate Siren, but I don't feel like she scales super well. I'm gonna grab another Offering Monument. And we're gonna make some removals here. Trim down the deck just a touch. Reinforce is probably overkill at this point. I also may as well make the Guardian Stone tankier. The unit is extremely tanky now. I'm gonna cut... Actually, the foregone powers are doing fine. I think it's one of the 1-cost torches and 1 foregone power. This is the setup. It's alright. I think that I have to basically just roll good versus the mini-bosses, which is fine. Having the second Offering Monument means that on the longer fight, which is the Divinity, I have a better chance of hitting what I need to hit when I need to hit it. Play Urchin's fine for the draw, just one. The what I need to hit when I need to hit it is Ice Empire on a turn when a mini-boss is staring me down. Guardian Stone should go in front of the Siren. I should make sure. I also want to go ahead and play Hidden Passage now, just to get rid of that guy on the guarantee. Could wipe this whole wave out. I definitely wiped that whole wave out though. As is, so... Too bad on the Crypt Builder. There's no way that this wave doesn't die here. I have torches. I have torches. I have Ice Empire. However, if I did wipe that wave out earlier, I would have been able to ascend and kill the Pyre Wings. However, part of the plan, but Urchin Spine's down here, part of the plan is we have this Offering Monument, and it just sits here, menacingly. And by that I mean I just draw through until I hit what I want, which works as well. Torch through all of these guys. I'm actually hurting my overall Chase Seraph damage output, but it doesn't matter because it's Chase Seraph. And let's do a hidden passage here. Trimming the herd whenever I can seems good. And we're waiting for our next Offering Monument. I should draw it. I think if I understand the mechanic correctly, I draw it on this turn. Well, not this turn, but the turn after this one. You get what I'm saying. I'm cycling the deck a lot faster too. I think the second Offering Monument was correct, and I was informed correctly. You do in fact get draw priority back. Very cool. Can't guarantee the Pyre Wings dies. I'll come pretty close though. Or rather, can't guarantee the Gilded Wing dies. I am sad that I will be losing my next turn. I think perhaps it's smart to ping off this 15-3 ahead of time and like take some preparation plays, because I am not able to play cards on this turn, except for Ice Empire and the Holdover Torch. Oh, and Offering Token. Cool. Offering Token gives me Crypt Builder. Oh, he lived because the spell weakness got cut. I had to really squint at that one and go, hey, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. And ending my turn there instead of incanting was a choice to give myself, basically, ending turn there. If I play a spell, I could draw Ice Empire, and I want to give myself the highest chance of not drawing Ice Empire, so I have it on this turn to kill the Pirates. Also, here's the Reinforced cash out to pretty much seal the deal. Tiresome Climb, it would be much easier and justifiable, much easier to justify if I had 2 energy, or even 1 energy down on it, right? Much easier to justify that card, but nonetheless, my floor has 1200 armor and I have a 45 stack Soul Guard. It's gonna be quite a bit of Frostbite, brother. Yeah, and it doesn't take down, so that's 1347 and he'd have to live a long time. I crush every boss, but I have to live to Relentless, is the deck. Mission critical goal, survive. Is doable. I did say I have plenty of pings for these Apprentice of Lights, and to see if I was correct. Also, what a turn 1. It's almost bad. I just drew 5 units on turn 1. Almost bad. Because the Siren gets threatened, but not quite too bad. Just play the Crypt Builder. I was thinking about trying to do some like Ascend Ice Tornado nonsense. I should have moved one of these Apprentice of Lights up first, but I didn't think about it. I'm gonna draw. Take my free draws. I'm gonna ping off 2 of these guys as shields as well. And no reason to draw anything else yet. I do feel like, and I'm gonna save Urchin Spines for it, I think my only fear is the mini-bosses. I believe they're the only threat to our livelihood. Everything else I'm doing here should hold down pretty well. It is 51. It's quite a bit. Probably good to do things like Gorgon Tower the Wilt Wings so that I don't have to deal with his explosion damage later. God, imagine if the Divinity didn't have his stupid super armor. It would be nice. Taking off the spell shield where we can because we have ice and fires, of course. I want to get this protector out of the way because I need to be able to hit chains with an ice and fire. I'd also like to kill the spikes, but I guess the spikes don't really matter, do they? They matter if the Conduit Redirector lives to the pyre. It's going to be quite a bit. Ah, you know what I do? I just ascend. Get her out of there. Now she doesn't live. And she adds enough damage to the floor to kill the Incanto. Good stuff. Very nice, very nice. We have a lot of questionable waves on the way. Also, my Soul Guard's freaking dead. My man's actually dying? Wait a freaking second here. That's not good. This is a very bad look. My draw its dead weight. My torch. Draw the Welder Helper. I take 22 here. 25, I guess. Or no, it's 27, right? I have to play the Offering Monument, and I need to get this Welder Helper in the rotation, though. Yeah. It's okay. I prepared for this. 125 times 5 is a kill. And it's 625, yes. Good draw. Oh hey, I left this Welder Helper alive doing that though. Whoops. That's a big fuck up. I don't have a way to kill him. He lives. Unless I want to pass 2 turns, he just lives. That's okay. I don't care about this 1 damage. If it's a difference of 1, go next. Hey, good job, Ice Tornado. Wouldn't have minded getting the reinforce in. Yeah, that's my bad. It's just too much. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention at the start of this video, I increased my mic level. I was meaning to tell you that, but I forgot. My bad. Should have discarded the Crypt Builder, by the way. That's also not good. 2 mistakes. Does this one kill me? No. It does draw me to 1 hit, though. But I live. So, my hypothesis here is if the 240 health enemy dies, so must the 150 health enemy. Follow-up hypothesis here. I should take the guaranteed Ice Empire draw and not play spells. On top floor, anyway. Why'd I play it like that? I don't have an answer. Because I miss my next turn in terms of energy. Ice Empire puts me in exact lethal range. Not quite, but like, ooh buddy, my health bar's looking a little low. It's okay, because my Frostbite doesn't decay. I don't need a lot of Frostbite to kill the Divinity. Yeah, I win. All I have to do is play these weights and take the dub. Yeah, my floor lives for an extremely long time. As we mentioned earlier, the whole point of this game plan is all I need to do is live to Relentless, and we did it. Very cool. How much damage did I take thanks to rationing scales on this run? We can calculate it at the end, actually. Very fun one. I had a good time piloting this deck. This was a cool plan. Something I haven't done too much. I actually probably haven't done something like this at all, where you just frostbite everything up and tank with rationing scales. Pretty neat. Treat your HP as a resource. Let enemies walk up with 100 frostbite on them, it doesn't matter. How much damage did we take? On the Divinity, I took 41. I could have taken 10 less, so I could have taken 31 here. None on Chased. 12 on Pyre Wings, 24, 15, 19, 13, 17. So 30, 49, 64, 88, 110, 141. So if you count up the amount of damage I took, and this wouldn't be technically, actually maybe it would be correct. You could look back at the pyre healths I took as well, but would have died by 1 if I was full health over the course of the run. But I don't know how much health I actually had over the course of the run. Probably a little more. Anyway, fun one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed QuantityCharmNumeric, if you enjoyed, what the hell do I say? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave me a like. I got it. Don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.